The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. It is a Monday morning, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back home here in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. Oh, what a week it was. It was fantastic just to chill out for a couple of days. You guys, first off, I have to say, you guys did a really hell of a good job while I was gone.
Yeah, Brian Brian carried the load because I still sucked as much as I ever sucked. So. And you know what I learned? You give me more responsibilities, I suck more.
Nice.
Forget to turn the mics on.
Yeah.
Of which, are they on right now?
Yes, they're on.
Are we sure?
I believe they are.
I hate that button right there because colorblind Jeremy can't tell if that light's lit up or not. Don't make shit red.
They're all lit up right now. It's see, and when they're not lit up,
that's really lit up.
See, it really lights up.
Yeah.
And it mutes your microphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
buttons are fun. And yeah, it's good to be home here in the Wicked Weed studio again. I had a hell of a week just reconnecting. Just you know, my kids went off to the beach and I got to relax for a little bit, and I watched 4 days of a Masters tournament, and I don't think I've ever done that before in my life. Yeah, that fun new little gadget that we have at home that hooks us up with all the channels and stuff. Yeah, I watched every Masters channel there was, and there was about 7 of them.
So basically what he just told you is he spent 7 days beating it like a monkey under a mango tree. That's what he just said to you.
Pretty much, and I think I'm the better for it. But Hideki Matsuyama becomes the first Japanese golfer to win the Masters. And this guy is going to get, they were talking this morning on ESPN Radio about how he is $1 billion waiting for him back in Japan because now he is going to be the national hero. And more than likely, he's going to be, you know, getting the red carpet treatment, ticker tape parades, all that kind of stuff. It just makes you think about how important that event is in other countries. We take it for granted.
Hideki Matsuyama once cost me $1 million. So it's real difficult for me to feel great about. I mean, congratulations. Yeah. Great first Asian player to ever win a major. You still cost me $1 million. You threw up an 8 at the British Open 4 years ago that cost me $1 million. It's kind of hard for me to be happy for you today.
Yeah, and
hey, you know what would make me feel better, Hideki? If you took that big ass purse and you gave me $1 million of it, because you cost me $1 million, and I haven't made that back yet.
Yeah, I don't believe that's going to happen.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm rooting for you. I really am.
You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. So
it's very true.
If Hideki Matsuyama wants me to not be bitter ginger, then I'm going to need you to. It doesn't even have to be $1 million. Just, you know, front me what that shit would have been after taxes, and we won't tell anybody.
Right. But how much did you enjoy the tournament? I always
enjoy the tournament.
I didn't think it was going to have much drama coming down to the end, and lo and behold, Matsuyama tried to lose.
I mean, sex is good, but have you ever been sitting on your couch at 3 o'clock on a Sunday and Jim Nantz shows up and goes, hello friends. That shit will make the sun rise.
And I thought this year's tournament was just fantastically done. The camera angles that they tried, did you notice that?
It's always that good. I mean, the Masters is always that good. If you want to know what golf's going to look like for the next year, watch the Masters. Because that's where they throw out all the new shit.
Yep.
I learned something. So there's a golf show that plays here. I don't know where it's from, but I went to play golf on Saturday morning. And to get myself in the right mindset, I listened to a golf show on ESPN Radio here in Asheville.
Right.
And they were talking about, have you ever seen how the Masters describes the tournament?
What do you mean?
They don't call it a tournament. At no point do they ever talk about it being a competition.
Right.
It's a golf show for the patrons and members of Augusta. Mm-hmm. And it is a show. It's the best show in golf. It's one of the best shows in sports. I mean, how many events are actually better than the Masters? Well, whether you like golf or not, I could really care less. It's that good.
I mean, March Madness, I'll
take the Masters.
Really?
100%. 100%.
No.
You know what the Masters doesn't have? Oral fucking Roberts. That's they don't have that. Yeah. They don't have Jeremy scrambling to find out about some no-star recruit out of Dallas, Texas.
No, they have Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, and it's
who
really
introduced himself to a whole new group of people who apparently didn't realize that he was the caddy in Happy Gilmore.
Yes, he was. He had his nose done, which good for him.
Right.
His nose is markedly smaller than it was when he was a kid, but he was 100% that kid in Happy Gilmore.
Kid out of Wake Forest. I thought he was going to make a run there for it at the end. But lo and behold, he did not.
Chuck G in the comments said, my favorite sporting event, hands down. I'm right there with you. And I've gotten 2 of them in like 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now I have to.
Can
we just play 2 of them? Like, do we have to do the PGA Championship? Because it's kind of bullshit. Can we just do Masters Part 2?
Oh, no.
The second wave.
Oh, the PGA is going to be next month down at Kiowa.
Yeah, I know.
That's going to be fun.
And I might go. Might just do that.
Really?
Might just do it.
Really? How are you getting in the door?
How am I going to get in the door?
Yeah.
I have ways.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen my wife?
That's
Coffee's for closers. I take mine with 2 creams. If I want in, I'll get in.
So you're just going to whore your wife out for some passes to the PGA Championship. That's nice. I'm sure Amy appreciates that.
You took that in a direction that I didn't in any way mean it.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, what I mean is I always get the S. I always get the S.
Well, that could be fun. Xander Schauffele?
Xander Schauffele.
He had a hell of a week. He really did, but just couldn't come up with it in the end.
He was really contending for about 4 minutes.
Yep.
And then he went, hey, y'all.
And
you remember that thing I did when Tiger won it 2 years ago? I'm finna do that again.
And then he threw up a 6 on 16, and
you know what he didn't
not
do?
Much.
He didn't throw up a snowman on a fucking par 5 to cost Jeremy $1 million.
No, I thought it was fantastic, and it was great seeing the Masters. You know, this was my first Masters as a golf fan. I picked it up during the shutdown when it was the only thing on, and the bug has now grown. And like I said, I was locked into all of the coverage. I thought the camera angles were great. Just the super close-ups and the panning from, foreground to background and all that kind of shit. It was unlike any golf tournament I had ever seen before, but just more aesthetically pleasing. And of course, the azaleas. I did some gardening while I was out, and then I watched the Masters, and I went, oh. Well, my shit doesn't look that good.
I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up since I'm still bitching about Hideki Matsuyama 3 years later.
Right.
I played DraftKings this week. One lineup. All 5 of my guys were in the top, or 5 of my 6 guys were in the top 21.
Nice.
Victor Hovland was the lowest one I had.
Right.
And then we had old Lee Westwood. Thanks, Lee. That's 78. That's cool. That's doing stuff. UPS jackass.
Yeah, I remembered as you said that.
What can Brown do for you? Fucking nothing. Mm-hmm. That's what Brown did for me.
Yep.
Brown dutied in his pants and cost me a whole bunch of money. That's what Brown did for me.
Jordan Spieth was up there, he was on the leaderboard, but he was never in contention.
All right, so I have to tell this story. I tell this story. I've told it on ESPN Radio before. I don't think I've ever told it on the show, and I've had 2 people ask me how Hideki Matsuyama cost me $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
The British Open in 2000, was it 17? We determined this earlier.
I thought it was the PGA Championship.
No, it was the British.
Okay.
And I only remember that because it teed off at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is a very important part of the story in just a second. Going into Sunday, I was second in the world in the Millionaire Maker on DraftKings. I was up a whole shitload of money. And the one guy that was in front of me, he doo-dooed in his pants a whole bunch on Sunday. I couldn't take the stress of watching the whole tournament. I just got aggressively drunk the night before and slept through the first 14 holes. The first hole I woke up to see Hideki Matsuyama throw a snowman on a par 5. That cost me. I wound up winning about 50. I think was it $47,000?
Something like that.
Yeah, he cost me $1 million because had it not been for that, I would have won the shit.
Right.
Because I had 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and Hideki Matsuyama. I don't actually remember where he finished because I got drunk again. Oh no, he drunk again.
Oh no.
Yeah. I knew I was going to win a lot.
Yeah.
I just, especially on a $120 injury, because I threw one dart at that bad boy.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. And all day yesterday, I watched the Masters in public. Like, we went out to a bar, we watched the golf, and the entire round, I kept having people go, "Isn't that the guy that cost you a bunch of money?" Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the same guy.
See, I was thinking about it as I was sitting at home watching the coverage, and every time they said Matsuyama's name, that story just kept playing in my mind over and over and over again. And then somebody said it during the broadcast. I went, oh shit, if Jeremy was watching with the sound on, he just threw something in his TV.
Yeah, I met my wife not long after that, and I'm convinced that God put her in my life to keep me from killing Hideki Matsuyama.
Right.
Because it was becoming more and more likely by the day. You know that old theory that everybody has somebody in their pit? You know, like the Buffalo Bill thing? Everybody has somebody in their pit mentally. Hideki Matsuyama's in mine.
Right.
Still to this day, 4 years later, I still hear his name and I just grit my teeth and go, "You son of a bitch."
I guess I would do the same thing. I do the same thing when I hear the name Chris Jenkins.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
That's a bad old bad one.
Yeah, there is.
Josh Heupel does that for me.
and John Rahm. We got to mention John Rahm and the hell of a Sunday that he had. Thankfully, I had
him on DraftKings.
He wasn't, he wasn't in contention much at the beginning of the day. By the end of the day, he was just like, well, if somebody explodes, then yeah, maybe I can do this. If airplane crashes on the middle of the golf course, or who knows, I might be able to get this. But he had a hell of a day, and you know me in dad power stories. I love that. With John Rahm finishing 6 under for the tournament, started out the day 1 under. He had one of the best Sundays of anybody.
John Rahm was he was a champion member of the Fighting Yobagoyas. That was my team name in one of the tournaments I played in. The Fighting Yobagoyas.
What does that even mean?
If you know, you know. It's from the league. It's the fake meat substitute that Kevin really liked, and it always led to him doing the same thing that Hideki Matsuyama did on that par 5 4 years ago.
Right.
Doo-dooing in his pants.
But the one thing the Masters did show me, though, is there are a lot of great golfers.
I've been telling you that forever.
I know you have. You've been telling me that since we started covering golf at the return last year, that there are a lot of great golfers right now. And here comes Will Zalatoris just to throw his name in the hat of, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah, I'm shocked he was that good. I'm not shocked he was good. A lot of people were stunned. They're like, oh, where did he come from? He does stuff.
No, I mean, he's a 24-year-old kid from Wake Forest. Not a whole lot of people really keep tabs on
I mean,
Wake
just think about
Forest
this. You
golf,
got Cameron Smith. You got that kid. You got the 2 Oklahoma State guys, Matthew Wolf and Victor Hovland.
Victor Hovland.
I mean, it's a good, if you're not into golf, this is a good time to get into golf.
Oh, yeah. And when is Tony Finau ever going to be able to put it together and win something?
Oh,
please.
Oh, I feel so bad
Tony.
for Tony Finau. I mean, the poor guy.
He just can't.
Also a member of the Fighting Yobagoyas. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Well, he just can't ever put together a full weekend of great golf. Like he'll be, what was he on Friday? He was like 4 under.
He was 6 under.
He was 6 under.
Yeah.
6 under on Friday. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is time for Tony Finau. And then he has great holes. He'll have a string of 5 great holes and then not so great holes. And then great holes and then not so great. He can't ever put it together. And
he's gonna win one. He's gonna win one of these, no doubt.
You think he's gonna win a not a Masters, but a major?
100%. And I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. He's one of the most likable guys on tour, and he's built like a fucking brick shithouse.
Right.
You don't realize this on screen. That is tall as I am and has like 4% body fat.
Right.
He works out in a way that is otherworldly. You can see it on YouTube. There's videos of it. He works out like Tiger used to work out.
Right. I think great competition is what golf needed to finally convince me.
Oh, yeah.
It is a great sport because, I mean, every time I would turn it on, or back in the day when I wasn't really paying attention to it, it was just you hear the headlines and Tiger Woods seems like he was winning everything. And everything was about Tiger and Tiger this and Tiger that. And you had a couple of, obviously you had Phil Mickelson that would contend for some tournaments. And VJ Singh, and some guys like that would crop up every now and then and be challengers. But I don't ever remember a time where it felt so unpredictable of who was going to win this week.
VJ Singh he showed up this week. He threw up a 79 and an 80. Because VJ Singh looks like he's 40 years old. I think he's 906.
Right.
I actually think he might be as old as Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And he hasn't aged a day in 25 years.
They were alone in the sewer.
VJ Singh looks younger than me. He's old enough to be my great-great-great-great-grandfather. And he looks younger than I am.
I had a lot of fun watching the Masters, and I'll be honest with you, I'm locked in. I think I'm locked in for the rest of the golf season.
So do you have a favorite golfer now? Outside of DeChambeau? Because I'm not going to let that be your guy.
You're not going to let him be my guy?
No, because fuck him. I cannot stand Bryson DeChambeau. I hate him with every fiber of my soul.
Right.
And my partner in this venture cannot be a fan of the DeChambeau.
Well, I am. I am a fan of the DeChambeau. I know that he didn't play very well this week. And
no, because Augusta went.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Augusta went. Oh, you like that driver, do you?
Yeah.
Let's see how that works for you.
Yeah, you warned me against that they were going to figure out a way to DeChambeau courses, and it's fine. I still like him. He's an asshole. I get it. I like the assholes. He plays slow as
dick, and it drives me crazy. I have this vision of me somehow one day winding up on a golf course behind him and having to throw the warning shot over his head because he plays so damn slow.
Right. I did have a lot of fun watching Scotty Scheffler over the weekend.
I like Scotty Scheffler.
I like Scotty Scheffler a lot, but Will Zalatoris as well. He's becoming one of my, he's going to be my new favorite, I think. As long as he can stay in contention, because you know me, I'm when it comes to new sports, I'm a bandwagon guy. Like if I get on your bandwagon and then you suck in the next 3 tournaments, I'm probably going to come off of you. It's not going to work out well.
I'm a big fan of Matthew Wolff.
See, that's the thing. There's so many guys that I like.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Colin Morikawa. I like Scotty Scheffler. I like Xander Schauffele. I watched a lot of Stuart Sink yesterday.
Matthew Wolff. If you don't watch Matthew Wolff, first of all, that kid's got the goofiest swing I've ever seen.
It's the hitchiest swing.
Oh God. Because he does this little, throws his hit. I mean, it looks like he's doing a fucking line dance in a country bar.
Right.
And then he swoops it around his head, and then it just goes straight.
Right.
Poor fucking guy. He signed you saw what happened to him, right?
No.
Yeah, he signed a scorecard that was inaccurate and got DQ'd. You know what happens when you get DQ'd? You make no monies.
Right.
You make $0.
Well, that sucks because they did finally announce that Masters are going to be giving out $11.5 million again this year in prize winnings, and sorry about your luck there, bud.
And Hideki Matsuyama got $2.07 million of that, which would go a long way to paying back the debt that he owes me with interest. You keep your FedEx points. I don't need those, but Daddy needs a check.
Right. But look, with the Masters now over, we are a week removed from the NCAA tournament, which go fucking Baylor Bears. Told you. I mean, I didn't predict that they were going to win or anything.
I was about to
I didn't predict that they were going to win or anything, but you kept saying all year long, oh, Baylor, you got a blind spot for Baylor.
You do.
And they came out and they ran Gonzaga off the floor in that national championship game. So I haven't gotten to say this on camera yet. Congratulations to Maceo Teague and the rest of the Baylor Bears for becoming NCAA champions for the first time.
Hey, we even have Baylor colors on the screen.
That's right. That's right.
Well, it's not what it's for, but
no.
We're doing stuff.
No, but it works out. And, that all that shit I said on Friday about baseball season being over, I would like for everybody to forget I said that. And the Red Sox are 6-3 now. And I think we scored an average of 10 runs in the last 5 games. So baseball's back on.
They've hit a lot of touchdowns. It's been great.
And those of you who have been and those of you who have been missing baseball content from this year's show, we're going to be bringing old Caleb Peak into the fold here, who is our baseball guy. And we're going to be talking some baseball throughout the baseball season. So we'll have all sports covered here because Jeremy just absolutely refuses to do baseball.
Yep. And you know what I'm going to do on those days? I'm going to play golf. A lot of it. I'm going to play a lot of golf.
Right. But with that out of the way, with, baseball just getting underway and basketball's over, golf, we've passed the Masters, the PGA's coming up. We'll continue to keep our eye on that as they go down to hit the links down at Kiowa Island. But it's NFL draft time.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing. All the news is all over the place. The rumors are flying like crazy. And we all know the saying that in life, there are lies, damn lies, and statistics. Well, during NFL draft season, there are lies, damn lies, and headlines. Basically just people saying shit to get their name out there and try to trend, try to get clicks. Sifting through the bullshit can be tough. So that's going to be a running theme here for the next few weeks on this show, of just sifting through the rumors, the lies, the damn lies, and the headlines from the world of the NFL as regards to the draft. So the first thing I think we should get into is...
I'm already ready with the button because I know what you're about to ask me.
is some trade talk. The Eagles are reportedly interested in trading back up in the draft for a quarterback.
No, they're not.
They traded down to 12 from 6 with the Miami Dolphins, and now the talk is, first it was we have 2 quarterbacks, and then it was Jalen Hurts is our guy, we're moving on from Carson Wentz. Now it's become we don't know about this Jalen Hurts guy.
Oh, by the way, I have to say this because we put out our Philadelphia Eagles mock draft over the weekend. We'll be putting out the rest of the teams this week. They should all be done by Thursday. I love how many Philadelphia Eagles fans think I'm an idiot. And because no, I'm not. But I'm not, though. You have a blind spot for Jalen Hurts. It's the old Colin Cowherd line. Fan is short for fanatic. Mm-hmm. You are one. I'm not one. You have 0 quarterbacks right now because Jalen Hurts sucks a bunch. I love the people that are like, oh, he's just butthurt because he looks like Carson Wentz. First of all, no, I don't. I kind of do. He's a little paler than I am.
I don't think you look like Carson Wentz.
You know who I do look like? Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, it's coming.
You need to be look.
That guy. This will be my...
You got to take the hat off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. This will be my look for the NFL draft. It is decided. Whitewash jeans, big-ass belt buckle, eagle. The eagle's already been ordered. It will be here Wednesday. I might just wear that for the shit and giggles of it. I do have to find that sweet denim shirt, though.
I think you need to find an undershirt that has that chest on it, though.
Oh, wait for it. We got to get that. That's just tremendous.
Because yours is not going to look that good.
It's going to have that much hair on it. I'll promise you that right now. I'll bet you $1 it, dude.
Somehow I don't doubt you, and in every way I don't want to find out. Just tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. We don't need to see
happening.
that. We don't need to see it.
And it's going to be unbuttoned down to here with the gold eagle, and yes.
All right, I'm now going to be sick on draft day.
Mustachio.
And you all will be sick as well. You'll be puking at home right along with me.
Mustachio.
Oh, my God.
So this rumor about the Philadelphia Eagles wanting to trade back up in the draft to get a quarterback, you say, is absolute bullcrap.
Not happening. Not happening. The Eagles have tapped out on Jalen Hurts. They're going to throw him out there just to shut the fan base up, and they're going to watch him be bad for a year. That's how it's going to go. And then a year from now, they'll draft another quarterback, and they're going to restart the rookie scale, and away we'll go.
Right. I believe that they know that Jalen Hurts is not their guy. And knowing that, why would you want to wait on a rebuild?
Well, here would be my question. All right, who are you planning on trading up with?
Atlanta.
So you're going to give up all of the capital you got to get higher? It will actually cost you more than it would have if you would just trade straight from 6 to 4. That's stupid. That makes absolutely no sense, and they would get crucified if they did it. No, they're not moving up. Philadelphia will pick at 12, and they will pick a receiver at 12.
Right.
And yes, Eagles fans, no matter how bad you hate it, and we need a cornerback. I know you do. There's not a lot of those. You're not taking one at 12.
Right.
I love how Eagles fans think they can just trot me out there at receiver, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? It's just a receiver.
How about the Carolina Panthers? The Panthers now have a quarterback in Sam Darnold. They could trade down from 8 if there's a quarterback still there. Philadelphia could be the team that wants to move up.
No. Not happening.
Why would Carolina not consider trading down?
Carolina's going to consider trading down. It's just not going to be with Philadelphia. Why would you do that? What would be the purpose of that? All right, so you're going to trade down. If you were dead sold on somebody, you wouldn't trade it out of 6. Mm-hmm. Because you know you're going to get them there. If it's not Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, or Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
Why would you trade out? It makes no sense. This is one of those things that happens during draft week, or the weeks leading up to the draft that drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. It makes absolutely no sense. And no, it's not going to happen. There will be a trade in the top 10. It ain't going to be Philadelphia.
Okay. You think it's one of the teams lower trying to get up to get
I
a
could see it. Denver makes a lot of sense, although I could see Teddy Bridgewater ending up in Denver. George Payton did have a role in drafting him. Mm-hmm. So I could see that. That makes a lot of sense. I don't think – you want me to tell you a dirty little secret about this, the quarterbacks in this draft?
Yeah.
I could easily see Trey Lance and Justin Fields both falling. I could
That
see
could
them
be a
both falling.
possibility.
And here's why. I don't see teams investing a shitload of draft capital to trade up and get the 4th best quarterback in this draft. Mm-hmm. I don't, because that's how you get fired. LMNO fired. Oh, we gave up 3 ones to get Justin Fields. Fired.
Okay. I think Justin Fields and Trey Lance are you're right on that. They could definitely fall. But here's the thing. If Philadelphia feels like they're going to fall enough to where they can not have to mortgage the complete future to move up, they might consider it. The Washington football team also is now being rumored. Here's another one. Lies, damn lies, are headlines. The Washington football team.
I love that button. That's my favorite button, and I don't use it nearly enough.
The Washington football team is reportedly considering giving up most of their picks to move up in the draft to get Trey Lance. If he falls, no.
I can't stop doing it.
But the Washington football team, true or false, are in a better position to start the clock on a quarterback now.
Wow, winning.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't see you trading up to do it. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Washington has a really good roster. Mm-hmm. They have Ryan Fitzpatrick. They feel decent about Heineke. Mm-hmm. And they still have Kyle Allen too. Hi, Kyle. Mm-hmm.
Depending on what Washington would be willing to give up, there is a connection between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers.
I don't think Carolina wants to go down that
I don't
far.
think they do either, but they are a team that I look at and go, yeah, if any of these teams in the top want to trade down, Carolina's the one in the perfect position to do so. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Atlanta would be also a prime candidate for that, but the price that you're going to get for number 4 is way too much.
It's a whole shitload.
And so I'm looking at this going, based on the value, who could trade up? What's a reasonable spot? I think 8 is the top.
All right,
Because I don't think there are any teams other than Denver that might consider trading up to 4.
Do you know what it would cost Washington to get up to 8? If you follow the trade value chart?
Oh, no.
19 and 51, both of their picks, or their top 2 picks this year, and their 1 next year. That's what it would cost. That's stupid. That is a stupid amount to go get Trey Lance. Mm-hmm. It just is. And I like the kid. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be a tremendous quarterback in the NFL. I do find it humorous that Ron Rivera really wants to go get the guy that I think's Cam Newton 2.0 with a much better arm.
Right.
I do see the comedy in that, and I think that's where it's coming from. I don't think any of this is coming out of Washington. Most of what you hear right now is bullshit. Yeah. Vast majority of it.
Okay.
Ask yourself the question that I ask all the time. Who wants you to know this? Who wants you to know that Washington wants to trade up to get Trey Lance?
Right.
It's a real simple answer. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Because the Falcons do not want to pick it for. The Falcons want to trade back, accumulate assets, because Arthur Smith wants to roll with Matt Ryan, and the GM doesn't. Well, guess who's going to win? Mr. Analytics, creepy-ass Arthur Smith himself. By the way, the creepiest looking coach in the NFL, hands down.
Hands down. To go with the creepiest looking owner.
Yep. Cruella DeVille's husband is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, and they hired the kid from U to be their head coach.
All right. Let's analyze the next one. Lie, damn lie, or headline. Apparently, Jerry Jones is in love with Kyle Pitts. And there's rumor that maybe he wants to try to move up in the draft to get him.
That boy ain't right.
I'm not saying this is not true, because I think it is true.
Right.
I also think Stephen Jones is going to go, listen here, Diddy. I need you to stay the fuck away from that phone.
See, that's the risk you run.
Yeah, he's going to turn the ringer off on Jerry's flip phone and hide it in the draft room somewhere. I hear it buzzing. It's buzzing, damn it. Somebody call him.
They're going to sequester him on his yacht again and make sure that he's in international waters and has some kind of a satellite failure so he can't screw this one up. Not saying that Kyle Pitts is not worth it, but I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are in a position right now where adding Kyle Pitts is not going to solve anything. Right now, what you need to do is you need to add more valuable talent on this team rather than mortgaging the future to get one guy.
But it's a real good one guy.
It's a real good one guy.
But this is what Jerry Jones does. He's just looking at the defense going, well, we can't stop a nosebleed, but I do like that big kid out of Florida.
And we're going to have
I like
to
how
score.
Jerry Jones, after the yacht thing, now I envision him as hillbilly Lex Luthor. That's what Jerry Jones is to me. He's just sitting out on his yacht, petting a big furry white cat, just planning the destruction of Earth.
It's better than getting caught with his pants down in hotel rooms. So
that's Bob Kraft.
There's don't you remember the Jerry Jones story?
I'm sure I do.
Yeah, like a couple of years ago, there was some video of Jerry Jones with his pants down with an intern or something.
Show of hands, who's shocked?
Nobody's shocked. Nobody's shocked, but this is a way to at least get, I think it was right around the Jerry Richardson time. And that, the Jerry Jones story didn't get near enough coverage because of what was going on with Jerry Richardson in Carolina and his, Blue Jean Fridays and how nice of an ass every girl in the office had. Yeah, but Jerry's had his run-ins with that as well.
If there's one dude in the NFL that I definitively know uses the phrase, "Do you know who I am?" It's Jerry Jones.
It's Jerry Jones.
Do you know what I own? A lot of shit. You ever been to Texas? I own like 3/4 of it.
Yeah. But, there again, Jerry Jones is a guy who, he has a lot of control still over this football team. And if this is true, if he really does like Kyle Pitts, this might be the out the Atlanta Falcons need.
So, I have a question. Did you just say Blue Jean? All right. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. You know what I definitively need before draft night?
What is this?
A chair that doesn't squeak every time my fat ass moves 1/10 of an inch.
Well, you are sitting kind of low there.
It sounds like box springs in a shitty hotel room.
Does it have a coin vibrate on it? Can we, turn that on?
It did.
Make it a little more.
If it did, I'd use it a lot. Because you know what's better than a standard chair? A vibrating chair.
You're fucking shameless. You're shameless.
100%. Yeah. I'm a debaucherous human being. I don't feel like anybody ever meets me and goes, you know what? I think that guy would be a good Sunday school teacher.
Right.
They look at me and go, I want to drink a lot of beers with that guy.
So right now, all of this is tied to the Atlanta Falcons wanting you to know that 4 is for sale. That's the overarching theme here, correct?
100%. And all of this lends to that. Oh, Jerry's in love with Kyle Pitts. Washington wants to trade up to get Trey Lance. Where do you have to go to make sure you do any of those things?
Right.
4. From the Atlanta Falcons.
And I don't know that they're going to find a trade partner at 4. I think they take Kyle Pitts at 4.
I just looked in the comments, and the last comment said, and I quotes from Stephen Tao, you can legally own a kangaroo in South Carolina without a permit. How the fuck did you get there? I don't have time to go back and read them all, but that's good to know. Why do I have this vision that Jerry Jones is going to find that out and call that Doc Antle guy from Tiger King? I'm going to buy a tiny giraffe and I'm going to ride it.
That's right. He was in Myrtle Beach. So, yeah.
That's another thing I could see Jerry Jones doing. Riding into the giraffe room on a giraffe.
On a giraffe.
You know why? Because I'm Jerry Jones, that's why.
It's got to be some big damn doors.
Not wrong. How would you get... I have this vision of a giraffe on Jerry's yacht now. I don't even know how you get the giraffe on the fucking boat.
No, it's not going to happen.
Don't go under a bridge. That won't end well.
They have to get one of those, the Africa Rescue helicopters with the big saddle to lift it onto that's too much. I don't think Jerry's going that strong with his draft day theatrics.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think Jerry Jones would do that? Because
No.
I can't see him not doing that, frankly. I think if anybody finds a way to get this to Jerry Jones, he will have a giraffe on his boat before this is all said and done.
I'm going to agree to disagree on that one. But I don't think Atlanta finds a draft partner at 4 or a trade partner at 4. I think Carolina's next in line at 8.
Oh, no, Detroit's next in line at 7.
You think they
Detroit
want to
will
trade?
auction that pick off to the highest bidder. And I think they're going to find, in my mock draft, they found a trade partner.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was the Denver Broncos.
Oh, that's right.
If you don't know why I do that, the Simpsons did an episode for the Super Bowl.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they filmed it before that was, or they animated it before it was done.
Yes.
So they kept covering their mouths and going, the Denver Broncos. And it was so obviously dubbed.
Well, it was the episode immediately after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah. And they just dubbed it in real quick before they went live with the episode.
Yep, and they made it really obvious. The Atlanta Falcons.
No, we knew that wasn't going to happen. We knew nobody was going to have the Atlanta Falcons on there. There's one team that I feel firm that I think will never win a title.
He gets one Super Bowl and he turns into the patron saint of Super Bowls.
Just saying. What leads you to believe that Atlanta will ever be successful? You think Arthur Smith is the guy that's going to lead them to the promised land? What happened?
There's a Birds Aren't Real Asheville Instagram page. And I don't own it. I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it immediately. It's my first call after the show's over. We will be having meetings live from the Wicked Weed studio. Hashtag Birds Aren't Real.
Yeah. I love how you just get so sidetracked with birds aren't real.
I do, because people put things that Chuck put in the comments. Thank you, Chuck.
Stop
I
distracting.
appreciate you, even if he doesn't. You know what else I appreciate?
What? Gardner Minshew? Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Oh, my God.
So
the more
good.
and more you show
So
that,
good.
the more and more I think I don't want to be here in draft night.
So good.
No.
No.
It's good for him. It's good for him. It's not good for you.
But it's funnier for me.
It's not. It's
But it's
going to be
funnier for
disturbing for the rest of us.
But it's funny for me. I'm going to find a belt buckle that has a beer opener on it.
There you go.
And I'm going to play Achy Breaky Heart behind me the whole fucking
We should call the guys at Wicked Weed. They can fashion one of those for you.
Achy Breaky Heart. Just don't think you'd under.
Yeah, let's let Brian get Wicked Weed on the phone. We need the fabricators to form him up a belt buckle with a bottle
If it
opener.
could have an eagle on it, that'd be great.
Flying eagle.
I really want the eagle. I'm really into this eagle thing.
A flying eagle coming out of the hot would be ideal with the beak being the can opener.
The beak is the can opener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I might do? I might just buy an eagle and use it as a bottle opener.
Oh my god.
But how are you going to do that?
How can you procure?
Because then that would reveal the birds aren't real.
100%.
No one would allow you to do that. The government will not allow you to purchase a bird.
I'm going to call Doc Antle. He's got a fake bird that I could use as a bottle opener. Maybe a toucan.
So you think Detroit is...
This is how my brain works at all times, by the way.
So you think Detroit is a trade down candidate?
100%.
Okay.
If somebody comes with something even half-ass legitimate, I think Detroit would trade down. But, I mean, what is Detroit going to take at 7 that is a no-doubt piece for them?
Right.
Are you going to take Devontae Smith or Jalen? I haven't taken Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So you got this burner and you have Jared Goff throwing it to him. Mm-hmm. Although Jared Goff was good with Brandon Cooks.
True. This is very true. All right, how about another one? Lies, damn lies, and headlines. One of the talking heads, I don't remember who it was, but one of the talking heads over the weekend went on one of the shows and was talking about how Zach Wilson is a more pro-ready quarterback right now than Trevor Lawrence.
Wow, winning.
You buy that?
I do buy that.
Why?
I'm going to say something that's going to catch me a lot of flack, and that's fine.
Okay.
The more I've watched the Ohio State tape on Trevor Lawrence, the more scared I'm getting.
Okay.
He
was very deer in the headlights-y.
And again, I need to explain this of Trevor Lawrence is still the highest graded quarterback I've ever had. But I think it's going to take more time than you think. I don't think he's going to come right into the – I mean, and it did for Peyton Manning too. Peyton Manning threw, 26 interceptions his rookie year? I could see Trevor Lawrence doing that exact same thing. Because he trusts his arm to the end of time. Zach Wilson is very pro-ready. And he's mine.
But is he, though? Because I feel like people are just either trying to gin up headlines at this point, or they're trying to make us feel like there's some kind of a mystery in the number 1 pick this year. There's no way that goes any other way than Trevor Lawrence to Jacksonville.
And anybody
Zach
that
Wilson
thinks it
to
would
New
is
York.
a dum-dum.
Right.
That's been no doubt not even close, worth talking about.
Right.
Look, I think Zach Wilson is much closer. After watching the tape, and I've done a lot of research on Zach Wilson. Mm-hmm. I like him a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot.
We just I ripped Chris Sims when he came out with his list ranking his quarterbacks in this class, and he had Zach Wilson at 1, Trevor Lawrence at 2, and I thought, well, here goes Chris Sims doing the same thing he always does, of trying to just be different.
And when
for
you
the
really
sake
look
of being
back
different.
on it, he's the most accurate analyst on quarterbacks out there.
Yeah.
By the way, he did a fun job of crucifying Bill Belichick, which I'm a big fan of. All in.
What did he say?
Well, he worked for the Patriots for 2 years. Mm. And he was in the draft room, and basically what he said was, Bill gets what he wants, because nobody will tell him no. Which is why he wound up with N'Keal Harry when everybody in the world was saying, no! He didn't care.
Right.
I'm going to do what I want.
Right.
Allegedly, though, that's going to change this year, because now Bill's willing to listen.
Sure he is. Sure he's willing to listen. I don't buy that for a second. I mean, it goes back to the talk that we were having after the season ended, and you were so convinced that within the next 3 days, Bill Belichick's going to realize that he just can't do it anymore, and he's going to retire.
No, he's going to hang on forever.
And I told you up and down, that's not going to happen. This guy's got an ego the size of fucking Texas. There is no way that Bill Belichick's giving up on this with a losing record. He is going to do one of two things. He is either going to bring the New England Patriots back to relevance before he retires, or he is going to run this damn thing into the ground.
He ain't going to bring them back to relevance.
No.
Because they suck something awful. That's not a super talented team, and you got Cam Newton playing quarterback. I refuse to believe they're going into the season with just Cam Newton.
Right.
You can tell me that until your dying breath. I'm not going to buy it until you do it.
Have you become more convinced in San Francisco's move? Are you settled on who they're taking at 3?
No.
I'm not either.
I'm listening to everybody, and everybody says Mac Jones. Mm-hmm. It's not Justin Fields. That's the one thing I can tell you. Oh, they're going to his pro day. Cool. Of course they are.
You have to.
To me, it's Trey Lance or it's Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance has a higher ceiling. Mac Jones has a higher floor. I would take Trey Lance, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And I still struggle to believe that you gave up that many picks to go get Mac Jones.
I mean, unless you believe, like all of the news that I heard after that was there were three, that Kyle Shanahan felt that there were 3 quarterbacks in this draft that could be high-level starters. And 2 of them are going in the first 2 picks. He had to get to 3 to get the last one. Problem is we don't know who that last one is. I honestly start to believe that it is Mac Jones. I mean, it may be a decision that haunts them forever.
I've said this on the show many times. Anytime the whole draft industry agrees on something, you should probably listen to that. Because we don't all have the same sources, and it seems like everything out of San Francisco is Mac Jones.
Right.
And I got news for you. You're going to start hearing another name within the next week because that's how this shit works. Because a team will start floating Atlanta.
That everybody's on the hunt.
You'll hear Justin Fields and Trey Lance within the next week coming from somebody reputable out of San Francisco. You mark my words. And that shit's going to be coming from the Atlanta Falcons. Because no matter who you want, they'll put enough instability out there to, hey, well, we need to have a package ready for Atlanta depending on what they do.
Oh, yeah. The New England Patriots have been mentioned many times as trade-up candidates in the first round.
I just struggle to believe Bill Belichick's going to trade up. I struggle to believe that.
Does the pressure get too much that he feels like he has to, though? Because everybody's saying the same thing. All of, we're just 2 guys in the Wicked Weed studio here in Asheville, North Carolina. We're saying the same things that everybody else is saying, asking the same questions everybody else is asking, and everybody's saying, we all know the New England Patriots can't do this with Cam Newton. So, do you not think that gets back to Bill Belichick? Do you not feel that he feels pressure?
Pressure? He's got 6 rings. He can care less.
Well, I get that. But
he will do what he wants to do. If he falls in love with one of these quarterbacks, he'll go get one.
Right.
As of right now, I have not heard he's in love with any of them. I do think he will struggle to see Justin Fields. I have him trading up to 11 with the Giants. I struggle to believe he's going to see Justin Fields fall and not make a move for him.
That's the thing, though. As I keep saying, Atlanta, I don't think they find a trade partner. And then after that, you can go all the way to 9. I don't think Denver has to do anything. I think Denver can stay where they're at. If they want to take a quarterback, they're going to get a choice.
Fool me once. Shame on you. It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
Yeah, Denver, you sit at 9 and see how that works out for you. Because it ain't going to work. There's too many teams in front of you that want to move. And a lot of these teams know they can get the guy they want by moving back to whether it's 10 with the Cowboys if they want to get up to get Kyle Pitts, whether it's, the Giants want to move back. Philadelphia is stuck where they are. I could see the Chargers making a move to get up because they really want Rashawn Slater, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be there at 13. I had that forever, and now I'm getting more and more convinced Rashawn Slater is going earlier than you think he is.
That was good.
Okay.
I'll tell you another team to watch out for a quarterback. Minnesota Vikings.
Yep. It would make sense.
Remember I said it.
I mean, Kirk Cousins he's got, 2 years left on his contract, I believe it is. And as we all know, in the last year of contracts, that dead money gets less and less and less and less and less, and the team goes, maybe we can move on from this. Minnesota's a great candidate to get
I'm not saying they would move on. I'm saying that 2 of these quarterbacks are not ready to start yet.
Exactly.
You throw them behind Kirk Cousins. If he blows up, then you put in the rookie. I think Mike Zimmer is safer in Minnesota than a lot of other people do, by the way.
Oh, I don't think he's on the hot seat.
I don't either. I think Mike Zimmer is really safe. And that's why I could see them being one of those teams that sits there and watches, whether it's Trey Lance or Justin Fields or hell, even Mac Jones. They see them fall and they go, we might have to do this. We need a quarterback.
Right. I think there are a lot of good things going on with the Minnesota Vikings right now. And, I mean, the Jeff Gladney thing's not
That's not
obviously.
good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. But,
That's not good.
I mean, that's not a franchise killer.
Don't commit felonies.
It's never a good idea.
Don't smoke meth. Return your shopping cart. Tip your waitress. Don't do felonies.
But other
Words
than
to live
that, this is a franchise that they have seen pretty high highs. I mean, they've been to 4 Super Bowls, but they've seen really, really low lows. Historically speaking,
I like to call that Josh Gordoning. When you've seen really low lows and a lot of high highs. Josh Gordon's seen more high highs than anybody on planet Earth.
Yes, not in his football career.
Willie
obviously,
Nelson,
but-
Snoop Dogg, Cheech and Chong. Am I missing anybody?
Tommy Chong.
I said Cheech and Chong.
Oh, you did say Cheech and Chong. Okay.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong is not one person. That's Tommy Chong and Cheech Marin. Five most famous
I
potheads
missed
on
that part.
planet.
I was thinking you threw me off with the Willie Nelson. I didn't think we were going to get a Willie Nelson drop today in a Sportsocracy. Yeah. You never know. You never know what you're going to get here.
Hey, now that you're back, can you load me new sounds on the buttons? I need new button sounds.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Yeah. Because I didn't know how to do it. I tried. Didn't work. I don't know where I don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
Hashtag button guy. I want you to change your Twitter handle to @button guy.
@button guy. I don't think so.
And I'll change mine
to
to @fuckbuttons. I like the way that sounds for some reason. Fuck buttons.
I'll be your fuck button. Yeah. I'm sure you've said that a few times.
I'm going to text that to my wife right now.
By the way, our safe word is now fuck button.
Fuck buttons.
Wonderful. God almighty. Anywho.
It's better than Mississippi.
We'll continue to go over all of the draft rumors as they come out. Of course, have there been any that you have seen in the last few days that you just want to debunk?
No, you said most of the stupid ones.
Okay.
I do need to say this. Jason O is going higher than you think he will. That's the one guy that I keep hearing, and it's the New York Giants. I can't get away from it. Mm-hmm. I had him trading down to 15 to take him in my last mock. I'm not so sure they can actually do that. I'm not sure a team wouldn't swoop in and take him ahead of that.
Right.
I don't get it. I feel like I have to say this routinely. Just because I hear it doesn't mean I agree with it. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what I think they're going to do, not what I would do.
It looks like we have, I want to say winner here, but I'm not sure that this is a win. We might have a team who ends up ahead in the Jadeveon Clowney sweepstakes. Apparently he's going back to Cleveland to revisit joining that team. It's been over a year now that we've had him tied to the Cleveland Browns. They wanted to get him before the Tennessee Titans got him last year in free agency, and now it looks like this might be his last spot to land. For who?
I don't care. I just don't care about Jadeveon Clowney. I
Really?
Don't. I mean, he's the most overrated pass rusher in the NFL.
Well, because he doesn't have the stats of an elite pass rusher. But he is a force to be reckoned with on the
I think he would be
line.
fine on the other side of Myles Garrett. That would be
That's
fine.
where I'm headed with this.
It doesn't tickle my pickle in some special kind of way.
I think it should, because this is just another, and he's going to be used as a rotational piece on this team with Tack McKinley. And
McKinley.
Yeah.
There's a dude whose name has been said way too many times. Mm-hmm. My God, he is the Kardashian of the NFL. What do any of them do?
I mean, he's a guy that had a lot of talent. There were a lot of people that believed in him coming into the draft. And he's had a very tumultuous career so far. Atlanta didn't go well. Then he's made, 4 stops in the last year of going to teams and then failing physicals and then going to another team. And now he's in Cleveland, where he can be used as a rotational piece with Jadeveon Clowney. And I already felt like the Cleveland Browns defense was scary. I think this is only going to make them scarier. And it really makes me like Cleveland for next year.
I mean, cool. I look at so many things in Cleveland and go, there's a lot of good. Oh, and we added Jadeveon Clowney. That's the Cooper Manning saying, well, I got approved for a MasterCard. guess we all had a good day.
Oh, stop that. Jadeveon Clowney is more useful than that. He's not
Cooper Manning, you're probably right. On a football field,
he's
certainly.
not the elite $20 million a year, go get sack guy that he thinks he is. But now the market is bearing out of what he's worth. He's going to land in Cleveland, and I think he may be able to parlay this into another big contract next year.
Now that I think about it, Jadeveon Clowney should change his last name to Kardashian. Because I really don't know what he does, but he wants people to pay him lots of money to do it. Did you see Kourtney Kardashian,
No.
what's his name? No. The drummer. Got 1 billion tattoos.
Trey Parker.
Travis Parker.
Travis Barker. Travis Barker.
Yeah, he got Kourtney Kardashian's name tattooed right above his nipple.
Oh,
that's a shitty idea. You're going one of these days, you're going to have to cut off that nipple. I hate to break it to you. You're going to have a nipple-ectomy one day. Kardashian relationships age like milk. I had something real fucked up to say right there.
I didn't know anything about this. I don't know how long this has been going on. The first time I saw them was at the UFC fight a few weeks ago. They were there, and I went, oh, well, I can't wait to hear about that breakup, because we all know how that's going to end. Right? I mean, it's like any team that decides to sign Josh Gordon. We know how that's going to end. So why even invest the time in getting to learn it?
It's like signing Ben McLemore. It'll be a thing for a minute. Then it'll be over.
Or Boogie Cousins.
Boogie. That's what I want to start calling Kourtney Kardashian.
Okay.
Boogie.
Why?
I don't know.
Just because she trades up.
She's the hottest one.
She trades up more than any of them.
She's the hottest one.
Well, when you have plenty of options, I mean, why not taste all the flavors? Okay.
We need to get away before I say something that's going to get me in trouble.
Ooh, one of your favorite opportunities, bashing baseball. We got to talk about last night, the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. If you didn't see the ending of the ball game, it was one
Which
of the
we know you didn't,
dumbest.
so we'll tell you how it ended.
Oh, stop that. Stop that. It was, again, just another example of what the hell is baseball doing? So last night, there's a guy on third. The Philadelphia Phillies are up to the plate in the bottom of the ninth inning. And the winning run, it's 6-6. Winning run is 90 feet away. And the guy hits a fly ball to left field, and here comes the play at the plate. You know it's going to come down to the end of it. He's going to try to advance on the out. The guy made a perfect throw. I'm sorry the left fielder's name's not coming to my mind for Atlanta, but he made a perfect throw to the plate. The throw beat him there. The catcher applied the tag. He tried to slide around him. Looked like he got there to begin with, but then on the replays, as you saw it, the foot never touched the plate.
His name is Alec Baum, by the way. That's the kid who slid into home.
Oh, yeah,
Didi Gregorius is the one that hit it.
Right. I was talking about who made the throw from left field, because it was a great throw. It was on target. It was perfect. And so Braum, what?
Ozuna, by the way.
What'd you say his name?
Alec Baum.
Baum.
I'm having to look all these up because I don't know who the fuck they are.
Okay, so it was a great throw from Marcell Ozuna, and then Baum tries to slide in. He didn't do it well. I mean, you're taught this as a little kid in Little League. You're going to slide. You got to keep your foot on the damn ground. And his foot never touched the plate. The whole gist of this is they took 15 minutes after the play happened to go back and look at the replays, 5 different angles on this thing. And it was clear to everyone that he did not touch the plate. He should have been out. The game should have continued. And the Braves should have had a chance to win that game. Instead, Major League Baseball, in all of their wisdom, or at least that umpire crew that was in the building, said, you know what? It's just so close, we can't even tell, which is absolute bullshit.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You have to remember that replay doesn't work in baseball the way it works in everything else.
How's that?
Because they're not watching the tape, because baseball can't figure out VCRs. Somebody's actually doing an etching, and I don't think they had gotten to home plate yet.
Gotcha.
In their doodle.
Gotcha. So,
baseball.
but that's the thing is like, you got to trust the technology, and you've got to be able to have, we've been calling for this in the NFL, the hotline. You've got to have something to where someone calls down and goes, no, that is not how this play happened. If you can't see it, get a new damn job.
Yeah, but baseball has that. Unfortunately, the carrier pigeon didn't get there with the note. They hadn't figured out telephone yet. New technology.
I don't understand the, it's almost like they want to continue to rely on, the umpire's eye. They want to go with that human element. That's the thing that really gave baseball its mystery. Like, no, that's not mystery. That's just idiocy. If you've got video footage in front of you that says, clearly, this guy is out, and you look at it for 15 minutes and you can't figure that out, and then you come back and say, no, it's good. The run scored, game's over, ball game. I don't know what to do to help you. But again, baseball just can't get out of its own way.
Oh, in my day, we didn't do replay. If you fucked it up, you just fucked it up.
Right. Oh, it's the human element. No. I mean, I watched a lot of baseball while I was off.
Me too.
And the things that I've been noticing is that the games seem to be moving faster now. And they're finally...
They couldn't move any slower. People would
true.
Literally be dying in the outfield.
That's true. So, I mean, I at least give them credit for that. The time of play does have to come down. But you got to get these replays right. And when you have this happen at the end of a game, you cannot allow the crew on the field to get the wrong call. There's got to be some kind of a fail-safe there. There's got to be a committee or something that you can turn to. Because if the umpires are not willing to reverse their own calls on the field, then maybe it's time to get rid of the damn umpires. We've been talking about going to just having the computers tell us what balls and strikes are. Okay, I'm good with that. If it's going to keep things from happening last night, then I'm all in. We've got to embrace the technology when it's there. And it's just another example of, like I said, baseball getting in their own damn way and making it harder than it has to be.
I'm a guy that drinks watermelon Mountain Dews. I'm progressive. That's why I don't like baseball.
Hey, watermelon Mountain Dews with your mullet. That's a great image right there. Now,
I'll throw you a little vodka in this bad boy. Giddy up.
Is there vodka in that right now?
Shut up. What are you, a cop?
No. Give me some.
What are you, a fucking cop?
Don't be nipping the bottle alone. This could be a whole lot more fun show.
That'll be draft night. Live April 29th from the Wicked Weed Studios. Every pick live as they happen.
That's right.
Somebody's probably going to end up incredibly intoxicated before it's all said and done.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button here on the YouTube channel at the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. We will have the continuing coverage of the team-by-team mock drafts coming up later on this week or every day this week. Look for new videos. Coming down the pike?
4 a day or a day.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals came out this morning. Let's see, who's at 17? Who picks at 17? This is the part of the draft that I get a little fuzzy on.
17 is Vegas.
Oh, yeah, so you'll have the Raiders will be out today. Washington football team.
Dolphins.
Nope.
You already did the Dolphins.
Bears. There we go. And the Bears.
There you go. Raiders, football team, and the Bears will be the next ones to come out. Hit the like and subscribe button. And, don't forget to share us with your friends as well. We're glad to see so many new faces on the YouTube channel and all our welcome here. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and we are live in the Wicked Weed studio every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Catch us this afternoon on ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 a.m. and 1400 for the Sports Tank with Jeremy Greene, 3 to 5 every weekday afternoon. Again, we'll see you here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. See you then.